Gonna wear my Mikko shirt, but it went missing, just like the real thing.
Avs lose to the Philadelphia Flyers 5-2. So here's the thing. I don't think Mikko Rantanen played that bad, at least offensively, in this game. He generated a number of good chances, and he was creating well, but he didn't score. He's now pointless in his last 3 games and hasn't scored a goal in 10. Simply put, generating good chances is not good enough for a player of his caliber to go for that long. You just need better out of the guy. Expanding to the rest of this game, I thought the Avs on the whole played a pretty good first period, right up until the Flyers made it 1-0. Flyers breaking out of their zone here. This is not a special breakout. This is just a throw the puck out of the zone, flip it up high, and hope for the best. And, well, the Flyers get the best. Initially, this is well defended, but Jack Johnson just gets absolutely outskated. It's not even close. Konechny just burns him badly, and you've left Ryan Johansson alone to defend. Do that at your own risk. You understand who Ryjo is. You know it's not going to end well, and when the puck gets to Konechny, no one is able to do anything about it. I just really struggle with Jack Johnson getting beat in that race in the modern NHL. If you can't keep up with that, it's going to be hard for you to defend every single night. Thankfully for the Avs, Nathan MacKinnon is still popping. The Avs kind of have one play right now. Give the puck to Nathan MacKinnon and get the hell out of the way. Beyond that, not a whole lot's working, but that seems to work no matter what. MacKinnon goes wide, beats everyone, including Carter Hart. Gonna be honest with you, Carter Hart probably should have stopped that puck, but MacKinnon created the chance and got rewarded for it. When you're that good, you're that good. So, it's a 1-1 first period. Not great and not terrible. Very much a decent hockey game. And then in the second period, the Avs kinda just forget how to play defense. A big rebound springs the Flyers out of their own zone. The Avs should be back reasonably well here. They have 2 defenders back. They have a forward chasing for 3 players back. It shouldn't be that crazy of a play, but Josh Manson just gets torched the same way Jack Johnson did on the first play. Just gets beat up the ice. Nothing to it. And from there, you see a double rebound opportunity, and Tippett is able to pad in the second shot. Jack Johnson is one thing. Josh Manson's a pretty decent skater for his size. Certainly not down with the slow levels of Johnson, and he still gets torched wide in this game. I don't know what it was, but the Avs D just needed to tighten up. And then you run into the real problem with Mikko. Byram has full, clean possession of this puck going in behind his net, and he doesn't do anything with it. Now, to be fair, maybe someone needs to be communicating, maybe someone needs to be coming to help. The Avs just don't do a whole lot. They just let Byram get taken here, and they lose the puck. An initial chance goes wide, comes in behind the net, and here you see Mikko in his natural habitat, defending poorly. He's going to slide over here, and then he's going to do a twirl and spin out and fall down and leave the shooting lane completely undefended, because that's where he is supposed to be, and that puck's in your net. Is that the worst play ever for Rantanen? No. But you're again in a situation where he is not producing the way you need him to, and then on top of that is actively harming you in the defensive zone. You get away with some struggling defensive zone play when you are scoring goals, but Mikko's just not. It's just really hard to win when your best players are the ones messing you up. And it would get worse for the Avs' top players, but not before they bring this game back within 1. Avs are going to win the faceoff here, and it's going to end up going back to Josh Manson, who throws a puck at the net, and it goes in. That goes in for Josh Manson. Meanwhile, multiple Avs forwards, Mikko, Ross Colton, Tomas Tatar, can't buy one right now. If you don't love that, you don't love hockey. The Avs made it a game. They get it to within 1. You're going into the third period, a period where for most of this season, the Avs have been very, very good. And the Avs just completely lay an egg in the third. They play terribly. This terrible play leads to a number of odd man rushes going the other way, and while some of them get stopped, eventually you get one where Nathan MacKinnon takes a penalty, and they give Travis Konechny a penalty shot. Now, the penalty shot wanter in me says, great, I'm glad they did it. The annoyed person in me says, the Avs have had multiple more egregious penalties than that and not gotten penalty shots on them. So hopefully this is the new standard. We'll look at it in a positive way, and plays like this are going to give penalty shots. The penalty shot itself, not all that interesting. Konechny comes in very slow. You see Prosvetov get a lot of it, but just not enough. And that was it. Game was over there. The 2-goal lead, the Avs were not going to surmount that. And they certainly weren't going to surmount the 3-goal lead that comes 45 seconds later. Here's my problem, going back to the penalty leading to the penalty shot goal. This play is created because Val Nichushkin tries to float a puck along the blue line. a play that the Avs do often, and they are often skilled enough to make it work. But tonight, they had tried that play multiple times, and it had not worked. It'd been broken up. They hadn't led to a clean breakaway in the last handful of times, but you could tell that that play wasn't working, and the Avs still try to force it, and they pay the price. This team is capable of relying on their skill to get them through games on most nights. But when it does not work, they are their own worst enemy. They create their own largest problems. This is not a lack of ability for the Avs to beat this team. This is unforced errors by Colorado. It's a theme in a lot of this team's losses this year. They regularly beat themselves. Which wouldn't be that frustrating if they just weren't better than that. But we've seen them play significantly better than that, and we've seen them do that consistently over the last few years. I don't have a magic wand that can just make them play better, that can just make them play smarter. I'm assuming you don't either, or otherwise please use it. But Colorado goes into almost every single game as the favorites, and that's going to continue because the number one team at beating them is themselves. And I know at the core of it, the Avs are a good team, but I think everyone wants them to show that a bit more often than they have so far this season. And until they do that, it's going to be a bit frustrating. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and I need to put on a shirt.